there have been a couple songs that I've written that when I write them, I don't fully grasp the meaning of them until later. Honey was one of those songs for me, and Good Bones is another song where I wrote it and it really spoke to me, but it sort of felt like it beamed down from a place that's not of myself. And thinking about it now, it's become so clear to me of what it means in the context of this album that I'm working on, in the context of She's Wild. And Good Bones is the moment where you're living in denial of the wild woman. Like, you're living in denial of your own intuitive voice. And it starts out, that old house talks with its mouth full. Good bones are the only thing keeping the lights on. Those good bones are the wild woman inside. Sometimes I think you could lose yourself around every hidden corner till you're back where you started, alone in the dark. And then, tie your shoes and slick your hair back. Never let them see you're a walking heart attack. Like, you put on the face, you're going through the motions, living according to societal expectations, but you're dying inside. And then it goes into the chorus. That picket fence is made out of paper. Every window faces onto a wall, or all the windows face out onto a wall. And every room is filled to the brim with a picture of a happier time that you just can't seem to recall. But I know good bones still lie underneath it all. So it's like that the wild woman is still there. You look around, you have everything that everyone told you need to have to be happy, right? You have the picket fence, you have the family, the house, the husband, but something feels unfulfilled and you don't understand why. And it's because there's this denial of that inner voice, the thing that we need individually to feel fulfilled, right? The creative force, that inner voice. And so then it goes to the next verse. Cracks in the sidewalk get stepped over, make a mistake, you break your mama's back, and that sort of speaks to that old childhood game, but also to the fact that, women often are not allowed to make mistakes, or we feel that if we mess up, we take a wrong turn, we do something wrong, and everything will fall apart. Our family will fall apart, our life will fall apart. And then, sometimes I think it'd be easier if you could stay there safe on the inside. We could have the world, you'd find an escape. And that sort of, speaking to this idea that, sometimes it feels easier to keep that wild woman locked in a cage, not to let her out, right? She can find her escape. She can find a way to just deal. And we can go about our life, go through the motions, and just sort of keep things in order. But of course, then that leads back to the chorus. The picket fence is made out of paper. And then it gets to that last line, which is, I know good bones still lie underneath it all. That wild woman is still in there. And in embracing that, in letting that out, and trusting our inner voice and following the things that we know will fulfill us outside of what society may have planned for us, whether or not that aligns for you, that is truly the way that we find fulfillment and expression in the world as women, is by embracing that intuition, that inner voice, and allowing that to express itself in the world in whatever form that may take for us. That's Good Bones.